England used to be a country. Now it's charged by Keir Starmer, some fucking wanker who keeps issuing Interpol warrants for me. We need to get Andrew Tate. Interpol. Bro, just fucking chill out. Chill out. I'm in Beverly Hills. Come get me. I'm not hard to find. I post my location on Twitter, and I'm 6'3", walking around Beverly Hills with a crowd of adoring fans. Come get me.
Oh, Andrew, you need to stop doing this. He did the same kind of thing with his taxes. When Andrew Tate was bragging about how he did not pay taxes, he kept on shouting, "If you want my taxes, come and get it, come and get it." And what happened? They came and got it. And now we have the same sort of thing here. He taunts the UK government to come and get him. So what do? They come and get him. Your luck was gonna run out sometime. And he is stupid enough to keep announcing on social media where he is going, just like he was always stupid enough with, like, his self-snitching. So he got arrested in Miami wearing clothes that I think he stole from one of the women that he trafficked. You know, Tate has said before that when he was running his camgirl studio, he would very often be the one talking to the men online, pretending to be one of the women. I think he probably enjoyed that, having a good flirt with the men online. And now Justin Waller is coming in for a snog. "Don't worry, my love, we will be together again, I promise." Yeah, Justin Waller, he is one that should be charged as well, because there is video footage of Justin in Tate's war room teaching men how to use coercive control techniques to get women to do camgirl for them. So the UK has finally stepped up and requested that the Tates be extradited to the UK. I never thought I would be so pleased to hear a couple of sex trafficking, child grooming, serial rapists are being brought over here. But if it is the only way that they can face trial, then yeah, I am fine with that. Now that Andrew Tate is incarcerated, it hasn't stopped him still being able to spew loads of crap on X, okay? Even though, like, obviously it's not him actually posting it, it's people posting it on his behalf, which is kind of strange because he makes the claim that he's, like, in solitary confinement and can't see anybody, and his conditions are so horrible and so terrible. He's been doing quite a fair bit of whining and crying about being in prison, okay? I'm sorry if I'm all out of sympathy for a self-confessed trafficker and child predator, alright? It's also very likely that a lot of what he's saying isn't true, because, like, when does he ever tell the truth anyway? You know, when he was in prison in Romania, he was going on about how terrible it is, and like Milk Bar TV said, people were more likely to believe him when he said that about the Romanian prison, because you kind of expect that it might be horrible there. But now that he's in the USA, more people are sort of, you know, getting the idea that, like, yeah, he's exaggerating or lying. But also, right, like, quite a few of his fans, like, seem to be, like, showing sympathy for him. Interesting, seeing as they don't show sympathy for victims. But I saw this comment on X, like, from one of the people that are on there defending him, and they said, like, even if you think the guy's guilty, surely you think it's wrong for a human to be held in conditions like this, right? And this kind of annoys me slightly, because I've got a question, right, for fans of Andrew Tate who feel this way, who feel that, like, he shouldn't be held in conditions, even though he's probably exaggerating, but they feel like he shouldn't be held in really terrible conditions, right? I've got a question for them, right? Is Andrew Tate being raped in prison? Is he being beaten with a bout? Is he being hit in the head so hard that he's left part concussed? Is he being strangled so that he loses consciousness. Okay, does he have somebody put their hands around his neck, strangle him so that he is so terrified he thinks he's going to die, then he goes unconscious, and then when he's unconscious he's violently raped? Okay, is that happened to him while he's in prison, do you think? I really doubt it. So he is being treated much, much better than what he has treated his victims then, isn't he? Okay, so sorry if I am all out of sympathy for somebody who has committed the most evil, horrendous abuse against other people. And for those idiots that might want to jump into the comment section again and say like, oh, innocent until proven guilty, and they're false accusations, and there's no evidence against him, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I have made many videos showing, like, Andrew Tate's self-snitching, okay, and I will link some down below. Also, many people have made many videos showing Andrew Tate's self-snitching, okay? So, whose fault is it that Andrew Tate is in prison, okay? I mean, they go on in the manosphere all the time about how men take accountability for stuff. Andrew Tate blames anything and everybody for his circumstances other than himself, and also his fans as well seem to think that, you know, he's completely blameless for his actions, okay? He's the one who chose to be a criminal, he's the one who chose to be an abuser, and he's the one who was stupid enough to brag about it, okay? So whose fault is it that he is in prison, okay? He's whining and crying about how unfair it is that he's there, but whose fault is it that he is there, okay? Like, all he had to do was not commit any crimes and he wouldn't be in prison. That's it. It's that simple, okay? And he chose to do that, alright? That is his fault, okay?
I don't go see a lawyer to talk about the law. I walked in there and said, listen, I've committed multiple felonies. Am I gonna go to jail?
Well, probably.
Well, then see ya! That was a female. I went to a man's office, said I've committed multiple felonies.
There are things we can do. We can try this, we can try that.
No problem.
I make one call, we send somebody else to jail.
He is the new Andrew, he shave his head and he go. I'm like, alright, it's cool. That's the lawyer I...
One of his complaints that he's made is that he's being locked up with psychopaths. Apparently the place that he's locked up is somewhere where they lock up psychopaths. Can you believe that they would lock up sweet and innocent, angelic Andrew Tate in a place where they put psychopaths? It's like, for goodness sake, what does his fans think he is? Okay, an angel? Again, this is a guy who's accused of anally and orally raping a 15-year-old girl and strangling her until she loses unconsciousness. Okay, like he's accused of doing that to many women. And there's overwhelming evidence that this is true, this is what he's done.
Many of the victims in the remaining case, I've read their testimony, including the 15-year-old girl who provided testimony against Andrew Tate saying, you know, he sexually abused me when I was 15, and she describes really her distress. You know, he took me at this young age of 15 and, you know, sexually abused me. She describes anal sexual abuse, being strangled. And on top of that, there's all of these UK victims. And what's so compelling is that there is consistency in the description of the abuse among many women across countries and across different time periods. So that young 15-year-old described being strangled by Andrew Tate. She doesn't know these UK victims who back in 2016 described being strangled by Andrew Tate. That's a level of corroboration you rarely see. That's powerful evidence. So there's multiple victims that have come forward and described violent sexual abuse in multiple countries.
You know what they didn't teach you in self-defense? Here's a little move. When I grab you by your neck and you start annoying me trying to resist, and I just And then I grab you by your neck again. Then what the fuck are you gonna do when your face is collapsed and your fucking cheekbone's broken? You ain't gonna do shit but cry.
I guarantee I changed the way you look at sex forever. You're gonna be fucking crying. I won't cry. I bet you cry, bitch. I bet you fucking cry. You're saying I wouldn't cry. You're challenging me to a fight. You're saying I can't hurt you. You're out of your fucking mind? I don't even have to fuck you. Forget the sex part. That's a distraction. My dick can stay in my pants. I'll just start beating the shit out of you.
And he's in here like, can you believe they lock me up with psychopaths? Okay, the people he's locked up with, they're probably saying the same about him. They're probably saying like, can you believe that I'm locked up with this child rapist who's into strangling little girls? It's also possible that Andrew Tate might have killed somebody before, okay, because let's just remind ourselves of what his ex-girlfriend Vivian has said before. His ex-girlfriend Vivian being one of the girls that he groomed when she was 15. Okay, he groomed her when she was 15. Let's remind ourselves of what she said before.
That's the reasoning behind like why some girls don't like it, because they're scared they're gonna die. I've actually seen some guys actually accidentally, how funny is that? Accidentally kill their girlfriends during a sex because they were choking them that hard.
Okay, now she doesn't actually mention Andrew Tate's name, but she was his girlfriend from, like I just said, when she was 15 years old, she was groomed.
Vivian's 21, and at this point he's been her girlfriend for 6 years. So you do the math. It means that they met when she was 15 years old.
Okay, and it is a common thing that Andrew Tate has been repeatedly accused by women of rape, and they say that he strangled them. Okay, and I'll point out as well, these accusations go back way before he became famous. I want to point that out, because you get these people who say, like, oh, but women make false accusations against, you know, rich and powerful men. It's like, these accusations go way back before he was even in Big Brother. Okay. And they all come out with the same thing about being strangled, not to mention the fact that we have heard Andrew Tate himself in a voice recording saying about strangling a woman, right? And again, I want to point out to these people who have so much sympathy for poor Andrew Tate and what he's going through, let's just remind ourselves, how much sympathy does he have for victims, okay? He's done nothing but slander his alleged victims. So he has like zero sympathy, he has zero guilt, and when he's like strangling and raping these women, what was going through his mind?
You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this planet. Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I f***ing loved how much you hated it. Turn me on. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't f***ing pass out. Chill the f*** out.
Okay, you hear that? He enjoys their pain and suffering. He enjoys it, okay? He gets off on it. He's sadistic. He's evil. He's crazy. And he enjoys raping and strangling women, and he enjoys their suffering. So any of those pathetic fans who are like, oh my God, he's in such horrible conditions. Oh, surely no man should be kept in conditions like this. Oh no, even if you think he's guilty, shouldn't you have some sympathy for him? No! Since when do people start having sympathy for blooming child rapists? Even in prison, there's a chance that you could get attacked because, like, other criminals do not like child rapists. So no, I do not have any sympathy for Andrew Tate. I think he's exaggerating or lying about the conditions his prison is like, but I don't care. I don't care if he is kept in horrible conditions. It's like, he is evil. He deserves to be there. He and his brother. Okay, so that's all I've got to say about that for now. Thank you for listening.